What specific customs and practices of Halloween are our children involved in today that are directly related back to the ancient pagan religious practices of the Celts? Dr. John Weldon tells us.
What specific customs of Halloween today are related to the ancient practices of the Celts? Well, almost all of them. For example, we have the idea of dressing in costumes. The ancient Celts believed that the spirits were released on this day, and because there were both good and evil spirits released, they would set out food for the good spirits, but they attempted to hide from the evil spirits because they feared them. So some people would put on masks and costumes in order to hide from the evil spirits. Trick-or-treating is related to the ancient Celtic practice. If food was not placed out for the spirits could get angry. The Celts believed it was important to appease the spirits in order to keep them happy. And so by placing food in their homes, they were either welcoming the spirits, the good spirits, or they were attempting to keep the evil spirits appeased.
Now this next part I don't want you to miss. Why is it that our children go down the streets wearing costumes, collecting food and candy, and yelling out the phrase, "trick or treat," when they come to the door of somebody's house? Did you know it's because these customs come right out of the pagan religious beliefs and practices of yesteryear? Well, it's true, and you can prove this by looking at Volume 1 of Man, Myth, and Magic, page 67, where we're told, "All Hallows Eve, or Halloween, as the beginning of winter and the dying time of the old year, was a night when the dead supposedly stalked the countryside. Offerings of food and drink were put out for the ghosts." And further in Volume 4 of Man, Myth, and Magic, we're told, "Because the Druids believed that during Samhain, or Halloween, the dead would play tricks on mankind and would cause panic and destruction, they, the spirits, had to be appeased. And part of this appeasement process involved the giving of food to the spirits as they visited the homes." End quote. This formed the foundation of the modern practice of trick-or-treat. Now, what other specific customs of Halloween today are related back to the ancient pagan religious practices of the past? I'd like you to listen.
Another Halloween practice that goes back to the ancient Celtic religion is that of displaying fruits and nuts. And this, of course, has a dual aspect, one to keep the spirits that were released on that day happy by giving them an offering of food, and another because the Celts believed that certain nuts, for example, were sacred. They even thought that the acorn was a god.